Hey fans, it's the man they call Dave with producer Joe, and you probably know us as the commentary team for New Heights Pro Wrestling, but when we're not doing that, we got a podcast.
That is the Working Fans Podcast, where we talk pro wrestling, comedy, MMA, and so much more.
And tell them about that signature segment.
Oh, you talk about the 531?
You know I am.
That is a homegrown creation that has been our namesake. And if you want to know our namesake, we got Chevy, AJ Strange Brew, as well as the two of us.
And why don't you go to our channel, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Rate, review, all of it.
AEW All In London. Before we get into the matches, what match, if you had to pick one that you're most excited for?
It's Danielson Swerve, because I want to know if this is going to be Danielson's last match or not. I don't think it is, but if it's Danielson's last match, I'm there for it.
It's going to be a very interesting match. I'm kind of leaning towards Toni Storm and Mariah May. To me, it just feels like the match it's the story that's been going for so long. It's probably the best story I think AEW has going right now. But we're not just going to talk those matches. We're going to talk every match.
We got on the pre-show. We're going to do all the pre-show too here. We got Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus Will Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii. Joe, am I saying that right?
Tomohiro Ishii.
Oh, Tama. All right. Old Tama. Tama Tonga. All right. I got Ishii and Nightingale here.
Yeah, it's obviously the comedy in this match is going to be seeing Stokely go up against Tomohiro, seeing the Stone Pitbull really take it to him. So it's got to be Ishii.
I liked it so far, too. That's the only pre-show match I see. I thought that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll probably there's got to be a match or two. And I'm assuming that we're going to include, since everything's been taped ahead, there could be spoilers in here for what's going to happen at All In.
We're going to start off, though, with the rest of the main card, and we're going to start off with that match that Joe's looking forward to the most. Timeless Toni Storm and the Glamour, Mariah May. This could go either way. I'd have loved the story. I think this is going to be Mariah May's moment, though.
It's tough because I think what you're worried about with Mariah May winning is that the end of the story. And it's been such a fun ride till here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Mariah May winning too. I just don't know how the story is going to progress, and that's what I'm most interested in.
I just think Tony's had a great run, but I think it's time to it'll be time to see where some of these other people maybe step up, like a Thunder Rosa or somebody. We'll see.
Definitely.
Let's get on to the next match. I would say this is probably the other match that's been built up the best, especially after this week. MJF and Will Ospreay. I feel like this is going to be Ospreay. Like, I think we're having another title change here because MJF won the title, yes, but he also, and I know he just won it recently, but I feel like this has all been built up for Ospreay to win this title back here because MJF left him laying. He said a bunch of horrible stuff, and I feel like the whole thing where Ospreay can't hit the Tiger Driver and Danielson told him to do it. He's going to hit that Tiger Driver. That's going to be the end of that story, and he'll get the victory here.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I want to see MJF keep that title and get all that heat in England, you can't, I don't think you can go against the hometown hero here. Arguably one of the reasons why they went for Wembley, why they brought Ospreay in, he's got to get that win.
I'm feeling a lot of title changes, I guess, this week. Jack Perry and Darby Allin, coffin match, TNT Championship. I'm going to go with Darby. I think Darby wins the TNT title back here.
That's tough. Coffin match, Jack Perry. They've had him on such a positive streak, but yeah, I got to go Darby. I want to disagree to be different, but when I really think about it, I'm like, how do you not have Darby come out on top?
Here's my thing. Darby won a match to get a world title shot at Grand Slam. He's been winning almost all his matches every week. I think he's won all his matches. I think even the tag matches he's gotten the pin on. I think they're going to continue to build him up. I think he's going to win here, and I don't think they're going to put the world title on him. But I think he's going to be very hot come that match. So that's another factor. I think Darby's going to win. I just think he's going to win his title. I do not think the title will change here though. Mercedes Moné versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, AEW TBS Championship. I think Mercedes will hold on to the title here, but I think we will see the return of Jamie Hayter. I think that Camille and everybody is going to beat her down, and then afterwards I think Jamie Hayter comes to her aid.
I feel Britt Baker getting the win. I think there will be a Jamie Hayter return and maybe to challenge Britt Baker.
Interesting. We got a casino gauntlet here. but I don't know who's in this. Any idea?
I believe.
There
was the three-way match this week to see who is gonna be first in it, with Orange Cassidy, I believe, winning that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict a match with nobody in it. I'm going to say the surprise debut win.
Here we go. Chris Jericho is the match he's been looking for. Chris Jericho versus Hook for the FTW Championship. If Hook loses, he can never challenge for the FTW title again as long as Jericho is champion. I'm going to say Hook gets the championship here.
Last time they did a match like this, Cody was never able to go for a championship. So I'm going to say Jericho gets the win.
The Young Bucks defend the tag titles against FTR and the Acclaimed. I can't really figure this one out, honestly. I'm going to say the Bucks keep the title.
See, this is a tough one because I want FTR to win the title, but I feel like the Acclaimed are going to get the title.
Well, here we got an interesting one here. The Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne versus the Bang Bang Gang. Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn versus the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews versus Pac and Claudio and Real Yuta. So this is a ladder match, a four-way ladder match.
Four-way trios ladder match.
This is a lot of people in the ring. This is insanity. I'm going to go upset. I think I'm going to say we'll see a title change. I'm going to go with Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler because I think Pac is going to get a moment in Wembley here.
I was about to say House of Black, but I'm going to agree with you because, yeah, obviously you're gonna want that crowd to be happy, and especially since when you look at how Pac's career has been in AEW, I mean, the last group he was in, Death Triangle, apparently has left AEW. And I mean, that couldn't be, I think, any more evident than him just being kind of in this thrown together tag team. And I think that's going to be the moment that he's going to get.
I think it's a good chance for Claudio to win too here in Wembley too. I think, I know he's from Switzerland, but just being European and, being a big moment here. I think this will be good. Main event, Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana defends the championship against Bryan Danielson. I got to go Danielson. I just don't think he's completely retiring yet. So I think he will win, but I won't be shocked either way. I would actually not be shocked if this is Danielson's last match.
Yeah, I think Danielson too. Like you said, I could see him wanting to be pinned and putting over Swerve in the biggest way possible. But I just feel like this story has more legs and it's going to continue on after All In.
I agree. They do have a pay-per-view coming up in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know if it's Washington, where they're both from. And my guess is Danielson will lose to Swerve there. Now, that would be my hunch that happens, but we'll see as this all plays out. But that's a loaded show. That's 10 matches counting the pre-show match right now. If I know AEW, we're going to get at least 2 more matches added.